Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. Joe Biden finally has a primary victory. The former vice president scored a decisive win in South Carolina, giving his campaign much-needed momentum heading into next week's Super Tuesday contest. Michael George has more from New York.
Thank you, South Carolina.
Former Vice President Joe Biden celebrated his much-needed win in South Carolina. It's his first victory of the primary season.
Just days ago, the press and the pundits had declared this candidacy dead. Now, thanks to all of you, the heart of the Democratic Party, we just won, and we've won big because of you.
African Americans helped lift Biden to victory. A CBS News exit poll showed 60% of black voters supported Biden.
I voted for Joe Biden. I feel he was the perfect choice.
Senator Bernie Sanders once predicted victory in South Carolina, but he steered clear of the Palmetto State on Saturday. This rally was in Virginia, where voters will hit the polls in a few days on Super Tuesday.
We are here tonight because we are determined that Donald Trump will be a one-term president.
Former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg hit the stump in Nashville. Tennessee is also one of the 14 Super Tuesday states where a third of the pledged delegates are up for grabs.
So much depends on my party nominating a candidate who can defeat this president. We have got to get this right.
Former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg was also out on the campaign trail Saturday. He'll be on ballots on Tuesday for the first time. Michael George, CBS News.
Billionaire activist Tom Steyer dropped out of the presidential race tonight after a third-place finish in South Carolina. In a speech, Steyer said he couldn't see a path to win the presidency at this point. Wisconsin voters head to the polls again on April 7th for the Democratic primary, and one group is working to get people involved. Today was the Wisconsin Organize to Win Summit. Organizers say the goal is to counter big money by getting people together to network, connect, and organize so their voices are heard on critical issues this election year.
Because the biggest problems facing America are being punted. They're not being solved in Washington or in Madison. And it's going to be up to we the people to make that change.
About 150 people showed up at Madison Labor Temple for the event. Featured speakers included teen climate activists, criminal justice reform advocates, and others. Some pretty nice weather is sticking around for the week. Let's check your first warn forecast with meteorologist Dana Fulton.
Overall today was just a little bit below average, but not too bad for a Saturday afternoon with that sun coming through. Tomorrow we're really going to be able to enjoy some nice weather, hitting a high of 33 this afternoon. Yes, it felt cold this morning. We started the day off in the single digits. We should have been closer to 20 degrees. The good news, tonight, not nearly as cold outside. A little milder to start off our Sunday. Temperatures will be in the mid-20s. And then for Sunday afternoon, plan on sunshine and highs climbing to the low 50s. But we'll take a closer look at what's ahead for your first week of March in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Dana. Members of the Madison community are getting a first look at a multi-million-dollar project tonight. Adam Duxter explains how it's been designed to serve the community that it's in.
Oh, Amanda, the process of renovating the Penny Library on Madison's east side has taken more than a year. But those behind the plan say it's well worth it.
This is a spot for children 0 to 5.
As Tana Elias navigates the layout of the new Penny Library,
we're moving into picture books.
the longtime Madison Public Library employee can still hardly believe the transformation.
It was about 12,000 square feet in its old iteration, and it was crowded. There were not separate spaces for children.
Over the last year, this space has undergone construction, almost doubling its size, adding more.
This large community room fits 100 people.
Than just new books.
Public libraries in general really serve as community gathering spaces. It's anything from how do I fill out this job application to where do I find an apartment.
Much of this $10 million renovation made possible by a capital campaign and donations. Behind all of that, Executive Director Jenny Jeffress.
So there's really a wide range of people that are served by the Penny Library. But I think that is why it's such a busy library, is the community is super engaged here.
Who says this process has been done with the community in mind. And while tonight the fundraising effort continues one last time, it's what will happen on March 12th that has these leaders excited.
I think the biggest thing that I'm excited about is really seeing the looks on people's faces when they walk in the door for the first time. This is a library that people have been anticipating for years, and we're so excited to be able to open it up.
The gala and silent auction tonight aims to raise another $100,000, which will go towards the library's long-term endowment. Again, opening day for the Penny Library, March 12th. And if you could tell, even tonight, they're ready to get the community in those doors.
They've been waiting a while. Thank you so much, Adam. More local news now. The ongoing fight against the F-35 fighter jets coming to Madison is taking to the streets. Around 500 protesters marched their way to Triax Air Base this afternoon to make clear their opposition to the jets potentially being stationed there. They say their biggest concerns are the noise levels and environmental implications the jets would bring. Protester Scott Ross lives in a neighborhood that he says would be impacted by the F-35s and believes it's important to stay vigilant and keep fighting.
Here because, what is under attack with the F-35s are our homes, our kids, our families, and our neighbors.
Today's parade is just the latest in a series of efforts by Safe Skies, Clean Water Wisconsin to stop Madison from being chosen as the fighter jets host city. The final decision on where the F-35s will be based is expected to be made next month. It's time to say goodbye as Sugar Creek Elementary School and New Century School prepare to move buildings at the end of the school year. In need of some more space, the schools are moving to different buildings in the Verona Area School District. Past and present students and staff had the opportunity today to see the building where lots of memories were once made.
We've got a place here where people can come back, walk through the halls, see other people that they probably had connections with, and then they can get those memories just right back.
I think the sense of community here will definitely come to the new building. That's why I enjoyed teaching here for the 20-some years. And I think even as a child, I felt that the teachers were a community and the principals, and you knew the principals, and it was a nice, welcoming place.
Both buildings now belong to the city of Verona. The New Century School building, now 102 years old, will be preserved. Sugar Creek Elementary School will be redeveloped. New tonight, health officials say patients in Northern California and Illinois have tested positive for coronavirus. Meanwhile, a patient who had coronavirus has died in Washington state today. Officials say the man in his 50s has become the first person to die from coronavirus in the U.S. President Trump announced the death in a rare Saturday news conference from the White House.
Additional cases in the United States are likely, but healthy individuals should be able to fully recover.
Vice President Mike Pence, who has overseen the administration's efforts, said the U.S. is banning travel to Iran, which has had the most reported coronavirus deaths outside of China. Pence says the administration is elevating the travel advisory for parts of Italy and South Korea. Top federal health experts standing beside Trump continued to urge people to remain calm.
Country as a whole, because we get asked that all the time, still remains at low risk. But when we say that, we want to underscore that this is an evolving situation.
The CDC says one recently reported case in the U.S. is the first in a healthcare worker. President Trump says he plans to meet Monday with the heads of major pharmaceutical companies to discuss prospects for a vaccine. 2 suspects are in custody in connection with a series of stabbings in Green Bay early this morning. Police say 5 people, including a pregnant woman, were injured this morning around 2:30 in those stabbings. Officials say all 5 victims are going to survive. Police say they're not looking for anyone else right now, adding that they plan to now figure out what happened. State officials are investigating the shooting deaths of 2 bald eagles in northern Wisconsin. Authorities say the eagles were shot in Antigo in the past 2 weeks. Bald eagles are not still on the endangered species list, but are protected by multiple federal laws. The penalty for shooting a bald or golden eagle is 1 year in prison and a $100,000 fine. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 10, Dana has your full First Warn forecast. Plus, see how a 6-year-old is trying to help the Milwaukee community in the wake of this week's mass shooting. That's next.
For over 40 years, Kitchen Idea Center has partnered with discerning contractors, designers, and architects, bringing their clients' vision to life, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Idea Center, designing for you and your life.
I love that one. I love it.
I love it. It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And the auto show is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck. Use Auto Show Cash and find the many reasons to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love it.
I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Right now, get $1,000 Auto Show Cash on all 2020 Silverado 1500 pickups. That's on top of most other offers. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Maybe we could build like a thing, you know?
To jump off?
Yeah. No, like to go all the way across. Some kind of beam to join the two sides.
You think that would help?
Yes, I do.
Well, he could be okay. Eventually, somebody has a better idea, like honest pricing with no surprise fees, ever. It's a better way to mobile. It's Spectrum Mobile.
Buy like a builder during Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour Leap Day Appliance Sale, Saturday through Monday with a Preview Day Friday. You pay what the builders pay, which means savings up to 50% off top appliance brands. Plus, no other store in Wisconsin can offer free delivery, free setup, free financing, and a free 10-year limited warranty on your purchase. No one will beat our prices or match our deals. Hurry in. Sale ends Monday, only at Furniture and Appliance Mart, located inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
This President's Day, I do solemnly swear to faithfully overcome all weather, seek new heights, and exercise my right to go anywhere and do anything in the longest-lasting and best-selling 4x4 SUV brand. Take the oath of adventure at the Jeep President's Day event. It's auto show time. Well-qualified returning lessees can lease the 2020 Renegade Latitude 4x4 for $189 a month.
Searching for a new kitchen? Look no further than Kitchen Idea Center, a trusted kitchen design center for over 40 years, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Idea Center, designing for you and your life.
South Carolina voters have made their voices heard Sunday morning. We're breaking down what happened, what's next, and what the results mean for us here in Wisconsin.
And warmer temperatures could be here for an extended visit. Join us Sunday morning at 6:30.
Welcome back. A Milwaukee kindergartner is doing her best to make a difference for the employees of Molson Coors in the wake of Wednesday's mass shooting.
I told my mom that I wanted to make cards for the people who work at Miller, so then my mom said, sure, let's do it.
6-year-old Allison Kruger is working to make a handwritten card to give to each of the more than 1,000 employees at the Milwaukee Brewery, where 5 people and the gunman were killed earlier this week. Kruger has gotten help from volunteers who came to drop off cards and even some who sat down to help her write them, including an officer who responded to the scene.
A lot of times we're there on the front end of things, so to have an opportunity afterwards to have a positive impact, it's a great thing to be a part of.
Allison has made hundreds of cards so far, but still has a long way to go. If you'd like to help, she's still collecting cards and raising funds on her GoFundMe, which you can find on our website, channel3000.com. Dodge County Sheriff Dale Schmidt is also responding to the mass shooting at the Molson Coors facility. In his monthly column, he sent his thoughts and prayers to the families of the 5 victims and asked his community to take a closer look at mental health. Sheriff Schmidt wrote in part, mental health in our communities has reached the point of becoming an epidemic. There's no easy fix to this problem, but it's an issue that our country needs to get serious about. A GoFundMe set up by Molson Coors for the victims' families has already raised more than $650,000 of its $1 million goal. A group of local businesswomen are making a point to support one another and get involved in the community. Wisconsin Women Entrepreneurs hosted an empowerment expo featuring a vendor fair and educational workshops. The nonprofit's marketing chair says this event is a great way to make business connections.
There's a lot of questions as an entrepreneur, and so this is a way that women can all gather around and get those questions and learn how to be a business owner.
This was the organization's first event of its kind, and members say they hope to start a tradition. Proceeds from the expo will go to the YMCA's employment and education training programs for women, as well as WWE's Girls Biz, a program that works to help young girls run their own businesses. Community members gathered for a meal at the Super Bowl today, hosted by the Habitat for Humanity UW-Madison chapter. Attendees got decorative bowls made by students and local artists, as well as a meal. There were also family activities, raffles, and live entertainment. The money raised from the fundraiser will help give a family a home. Well, we're not going to need a lot of soup to warm up tomorrow, Dana. It's nice. We can enjoy the outdoors.
We'll definitely be able to tomorrow. Even today with the sun, it wasn't too bad. A little below average, but a decent spot for the last day of February. Now, we're expecting milder temperatures for tonight and for your Sunday. It's not going to be quite as mild outside for Monday, but still above average and still is going to include a partly sunny sky. And then for the rest of the week, seems like we are going to stay nice and dry, which is good. All of that snowpack is melting right now. A lot of our ground's just a little muddy outside. The creek's pretty full, so this drier weather that we're expected to see, it's going to give us some time for that rain or for all that snow to get away, for everything to dry up a little bit before we have our next chance for some rain. High pressure to the south is sending us some southern air. That's going to help our temperatures overnight stay, again, a little above average. We dropped to the single digits this morning. That's not going to be the case for Sunday morning. You can see that southerly flow. Temps will be in the mid to upper 20s for overnight lows, and then by Sunday afternoon, high temperatures will be in the mid to low 50s. Really pleasant start off to March. March coming in like a lamb. Might go out like a lion. We'll see how things go over the next several weeks. For Monday morning, temperatures dropping to the upper 20s for our overnight lows. Notice that shift in the wind direction now coming from the northwest, so temperatures in the afternoon won't be quite as mild outside. Still partly sunny skies expected, but for Monday afternoon, we'll barely get up to about 40 degrees. Some areas might get closer to the lower 40s, so a little cooler, not quite as mild as Sunday, but a pleasant afternoon to start off our work week. High temperatures tomorrow, close to 51 in Madison with a partly sunny sky. It's going to be just a little breezy outside, not too bad though, 8 to 15 miles per hour, again coming from the southwest, and that's certainly milder than we were today, about a 20-degree jump actually from where we were this afternoon, close to the state line. Again, we could see those temperatures nearing the mid 50s. So the rest of the work week, we have a bit of a quiet forecast. Again, not saying that's a bad thing, as it's a good opportunity to really get rid of a lot of this moisture that we have right now before we have any more rain moving in. Partly sunny skies for much of the week. Afternoon highs will stay above average. We drop a little bit on Monday, but then for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we will be in the mid 40s. Overnight lows staying in the 20s, getting closer to 30 degrees by the end of the week. The first half of next weekend for Saturday does look dry right now. Our next chance for some showers seems likely to start to develop for Sunday afternoon. Late in the day, staying overnight and ending early on Monday. A nice long stretch though before we have any rain coming through, and a lot of this snow, the giant mounds and parking lots, they will last, but even my backyard, it's starting to really disappear, getting some muddy green coming through right now.
Yeah, and it's nice that we have this break, so you have the time to clean that up and kind of get ready if we do have that next system. Yeah. But we've got a week, really.
We've got a week, and if you get your car cleaned tomorrow, you get to enjoy it for a week too. That's the other thing.
I'm not good at that time. Thanks, Dana. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 10, a historic day on the mat for Madison Memorial. We've got highlights from state coming up in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Dear Wallet, Toyota President's Day is on. Load up on tech. Load up on style. Load up on fun. And load up on savings. Hurry, get a historic deal before it's history. See you soon, your new Toyota. Right now, get $1,000 TFS cash when you finance a new 2020 RAV4 or lease a new RAV4 for $239 a month. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Attention. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services has officially authorized new benefits that Medicare Advantage plans may include. To get the benefits you deserve, you can call the Medicare Coverage Helpline.
Hi, I'm Joe Namath. If you're on Medicare, this is important information. I called the Medicare Coverage Helpline, and they instantly looked up my coverage. In this one simple call, they offered to enroll me in a plan that includes rides to medical appointments, private home aides, doctors and nurses' visits by telephone, and even home-delivered meals. The plan also includes dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage, all at no additional cost.
Don't delay. Call to see if the new benefits are available in your area.
Call the number on your screen now. It's free.
Call 1-800-662-3800. That's 1-800-662-3800 now.
Switch to US Cellular now and get 50% off select smartphones, like the Samsung Galaxy S10e or the Google Pixel 4. Decisions. Amazing phone or amazing phone? Or one of these amazing phones. 50% off. An offer this good is a no-brainer, but choosing, ooh, so hard. Sorry about offering you so many amazing phones at 50% off. Our bad, but good for you. Now that's fair. US Cellular. Choose fair.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about coming together. It's families, friends. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
I love that one. I love it.
I love them. It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And the auto show is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck. Use Auto Show Cash and find the many reasons to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love it.
I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Right now, get $1,000 Auto Show Cash on all 2020 Silverado 1500 pickups. That's on top of most other offers. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Well, 14 high school wrestlers representing our area on the big stage tonight at the Kohl Center for the finals of the WIAA State Wrestling individual wrestling tournament, rather. A few historic accomplishments tonight on the mat. But first, as tradition goes, all the wrestlers are walking into the Kohl Center for the March of Champions. We start at 106 pounds. In sudden victory, Rhett Koenig of Prairie du Chien with the takedown. He's excited. Crowd's excited. Stoughton's Nicolas Rivera coming up next. He won last year at 106. This year, he's at 120 pounds, getting the head throw and the pin. And check out his celebration. He's very excited. I haven't seen this in a while. Backflip celebration. He is now a state champ again. Also at 120 pounds, we've got Cash Stewart from Poinette. He'll get the takedown late in the third, and then later the escape in the tiebreaker for the win. He is a state champ too. At 132 pounds, Alex Birchman from Fenimore. He'll put his opponent on his back, and he'll pick up the decision for the win. And this is cool here. Madison Memorial's Caden Reitz coming in at 152 pounds. He will get the nice takedown here, becoming Memorial's first state champion in 33 years. A good night for the Spartan crowd there. And to 160 pounds now, Nolan Springer from Mineral Point. He will get a first period pin. And then in the celebration, he will show some love for the Pointer Nation there. Prairie du Chien's Tyler Hanna coming in at 195 pounds. He will get the takedown in the tiebreaker. Close one there for the state title. And then finally, last but not least, we've got 220 pounds. We've got Brooks Empey of Stoughton. He has the 28-second pin in the finals. He pinned every single opponent he had at state this weekend. Big night for all of these athletes. Sectional final boys hockey top break. Verona and number 2 Edgewood were tied at 1. Crusaders on the power play. Aiden Lentz lights the lamp to put Edgewood up 2-1 rather. But here come the Wildcats, outscoring their opponents 13-3 in the playoffs so far. Walker Hasig with the equalizer. tied at 2 at the end of 2, and Verona scoring 3 more in the third period. They beat Edgewood 5-2. The Wildcats are heading to state next week. Badger men's hockey aiming for the series sweep to close out the regular season at Ohio State. We pick it up in double overtime. Wyatt Kalnick, watch this goal, crosses over to Ty Pelton-Bice for the go-ahead goal. Wisconsin picking up the extra point, and these two teams will play each other next weekend in the Big Ten tournament. Wisconsin is the 7th seed, Ohio State the 2 seed in the quarterfinals in Columbus. So the stakes getting even higher for the men's basketball team tomorrow when the Badgers host Minnesota. Why, you ask? We'll show you in a second. But even before tonight's games in the Big Ten, Brad Davison knew that at this time of year, you got to play your absolute best ball.
This time of year, everyone's desperate. Everyone has a sense of urgency. Everyone's trying to get as many wins as they can and make their resume, as good looking as they can. So I don't know if desperate's the word. I think everyone needs wins at this time. But look at the position that they're in. We know we're gonna get their best shot. We're gonna get everyone's best shot at this point. But also, we're desperate for wins too, and we have something that we're playing for as well. So the sense of urgency goes both ways.
All right, so earlier today, Iowa upset Penn State. Could Michigan State do the same to Maryland on the Terrapins turf? Check out this play here. Cassius Winston beats the buzzer. Spartans up 11 at the half. And then these two guys going at it all night. Jalen Smith for Maryland on Xavier Tillman on Michigan State. Terrapins cutting the lead to 9 there. But the Spartans with the upset, 78-66 the final. So what does that mean for the Big Ten standings? Check it out here. The gap between first and second place shrinking just a little bit. Illinois and Wisconsin now tied for 3rd place, and they both play tomorrow. Badgers and Gophers at the Kohl Center at 5:30, and Illinois hosts Indiana. Both are favored to win those games and could join Michigan State back in the tie for 2nd place. Hey, the month of March starts in about an hour and a half, so here comes the madness. Senior Day finally tonight at Fiserv Forum for Marquette, and that guy Marcus Howard playing in his final game in front of the home crowd, dropping one of his signature threes. He scored a game-high 37 points, but the 13th-ranked Seton Hall Pirates spoiling Howard's party. They beat the Golden Eagles 88-79. We'll be right back.
You wouldn't go to Stanton, would you, Fergus? You don't think that Stanton's glasses are more beautiful than mine, do you?
I am going to ask you one last time.
At Stanton Optical, get 2 pair for $59.95, plus a free eye exam.
Take an extra day to save at Ashley Home Store's 72-hour Leap Day sale. This Saturday through Monday with a Preview Day Friday. Get our biggest discounts of the year store-wide. Line up early Saturday for a free gift. Save up to 70% off furniture and doorbusters throughout the store. Plus an extra 20% off our sale prices. That's our best bonus deal of the year. And don't miss the final days of Mattress Marathon with huge savings on sleep store-wide. Leap Day weekend only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
The new iPhone 11 runs on Straight Talk without a contract and a plan that's up to half the cost of big carriers. With the new ultra-wide camera, your shareable moments are ultra-shareable. Because you're on a network that's more than just big talk. The new iPhone 11. Now get the unlimited plan for just $45 a month on America's best 4G LTE networks. Straight Talk Wireless, everything for less.
It's perfect. Thank you for choosing our home. Here's a list of our favorite spots to help you live like a local. And here is our Spectrum Wi-Fi password and a channel guide to help you settle in.
Did you say Spectrum?
Experience the fastest starting speeds for the price with Spectrum Internet. At 200 megabits per second, you'll enjoy faster surfing, streaming, and gaming. Switch to Spectrum Internet for $44.99 a month. Call 833-902-4499. Then lose yourself in the best in entertainment with more HD and more free on demand. With thousands of free titles to choose from and the best in live TV, there's always something on. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Plus, download the Spectrum TV app for more ways to watch. Call 833-902-4499.
It happened again. You guys were supposed to leave yesterday.
Is that my robe?
Is it?
Lose yourself in the best internet and TV with Spectrum. Switch now from $44.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-902-4499.
This President's Day, I do solemnly swear to faithfully overcome all weather, seek new heights, and exercise my right to go anywhere and do anything in the longest lasting and best-selling 4x4 SUV brand. Take the oath of adventure at the Jeep President's Day event.
It's auto show time. Well-qualified returning Grand Cherokee lessees can lease the 2020 Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 for $279 a month.
They look great. They're affordable. Stanton, how do you do it? Oh, nice.
Are those?
Get out!
At Stanton Optical, get 2 pair for $59.95, plus a free eye exam.
Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
It's Leap Day, and hospitals are celebrating their leaplings. At Unity Point Health Meriter Hospital, each baby born today is getting a knit frog hat, but the babies will have to wait 4 years for another birthday celebration. Cute. So adorable. Love those little hats. And I know they said 6 were born as of like 2 o'clock today, but they were expecting 12 babies maybe today.
Oh, wow.
So we'll have to check and see how many leaplings there are.
Leaplings. I wonder how many moms tried to schedule for today too, if they could make that.
But do you want that for your kid?
I think it's
kind of fun.
Yeah. I think it's fun.
Riley Kane is a leap year baby. So cool.
See, yeah, very cool. Now for the next few days, forecast not so cool. It's going to be a little mild outside. Low 50s for Sunday, above average the rest of the week with partly sunny skies in the mid 40s through the second half of the weekend and next weekend.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.